heart jumped all the way to my toes when I finally reached the huge MSU gate. For a hopeless romantic introvert like me, the first day of high school was both super scary and a little exciting. New year, new school, a whole new vibe. Would I make any friends here? Or maybe find love? Wait, what was I thinking? I worked so hard to get a scholarship to be here. I should focus on my studies, not boys. We walked through the school hallway, and I was amazed by the surroundings. Everything was clean and neat, and I could even smell the natural scent of bamboo and flowers. The ambiance was peaceful. Despite the usual school noise, I could still hear the leaves rustling and the soft stream of water from the river. It would help a lot with studying. Suddenly, something caught my attention. Was that a squirrel wearing a freaking hoodie? Where did it even find those tiny clothes? I got distracted for 2 seconds, and when I blinked again, my tour group was gone. Oh my god, where did they go? I was about to break down in the middle of the way when a smooth voice sounded behind me.
Need some help? You look a little lost.
I spun around, and time completely froze when I found myself face to face with the most gorgeous guy I'd ever seen. He looked like he'd stepped out of a dream. Perfect hair, perfect smile, practically glowing like an angel. I swear, I felt like I was floating. Which I actually was, because I was this close to passing out. Before I hit the ground, his arm shot out, grabbing me by the waist, steadying me. And for a second, I felt like my heart stopped beating.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry about that. I was with the tour group with the new students, and we were on our way to the auditorium to, some orientation thing, and I lost them because I lost them. Brain, work with me here, please. He gave a small smile, and I swear the sun came out just to make him look even better.
Well, you're not far off. The auditorium's this way. I can walk you there if you'd like.
Oh my god, oh my god, you really don't have to. I don't want to waste your time and...
I insist.
But...
Please.
Okay. He started walking, and I followed him like a lost and completely mesmerized kitten, sneaking glances at him every few steps. Is this really happening? A cute guy is helping me? How did I get this lucky on my first day? Is this fate? Are we gonna date later on? Is he gonna be my first love? My first boyfriend? My future husband?
Here you go.
Huh?
We're here. The auditorium. And I think the freshman orientation is about to start.
Oh, right. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm happy to help. Anytime.
He then reached into his pocket and pulled out something small.
Here. A little good luck for your first day.
A candy? I stared at it like he'd just handed me a diamond. I swear I will never eat this. This candy is sacred now. I'm keeping it forever. Maybe I'll even build a shrine for it. Oh, thank you for this. This looks sweet. I mean, this is a candy, right?
Good luck!
I just stood there, frozen, clutching my new good luck charm. By the time I snapped out of it, he was already gone. Panicking, I took a few steps forward, scanning the crowd. Where did he go? I should have at least gotten his name. Soon enough, the ceremony wrapped up, and I followed my fellow freshmen toward our building, my eyes darting around like I was on a secret mission to spot my crush. When we finally got to our homeroom class, I headed straight to the back. I then glanced at my seatmate, only to find her glaring at me. She's really pretty, but she looks like a meanie. What was her problem? Do I know her? Did I accidentally steal her seat or something? She kept up the death glares all through our next classes without saying a single word, and it was driving my paranoid butt crazy. By lunchtime, I was on edge, So I slipped into the cafeteria, found a quiet corner, and started eating, hoping she'd forget I existed. Just then, someone slammed a tray down right across from me. I looked up to see none other than her.
Mind if I sit here?
She sat down right next to me, staring at me like I was her next meal. Yeah, sure. I mean, it wasn't like she gave me much of a choice.
Around here,
Oh, so you do talk. Thought you were mute or something. I'm Trixie, by the way.
You're not mad at me?
What do you mean?
You kept glaring at me all day.
Oh, sorry about that. That's just my resting witch face. But hey, maybe I do want to eat you alive. You look like a cute little candy.
Funny you say that. My name is actually Candy.
Wait, let me guess. Your last name is Crush?
I laughed, and just like that, all the awkwardness melted away. I usually have a hard time making friends because I was always scared to make the first move. But Trixie and I clicked instantly. It felt like I'd won the friends lottery on my first day. I guessed my lucky charm was already working. And as an introvert, one solid friend was all I needed. Soon enough, we were already talking about our crushes and dark secrets.
So, have any cute guys caught your eye yet?
Trixie, it's only been a week.
So what? The lower campus is filled with hot nerds and athletes. You could collect at least 5 crushes in an hour.
I assume you already have one?
Oh, please, I'm already eyeing one. Just testing the waters to see if he's just a crush of the day material or, crush to marry potential. Like I told you, I easily lose interest if they crush me back. It just gets boring after that. I'll spill the details once I'm sure about him. How about you?
Well, there's this one guy. I continued to tell her about my encounter with Mr. Nice Guy, complete with all the details, and she started screaming.
Girl, we need to hunt him down.
Hey, let's take it easy, okay? It's just a harmless little crush, and who knows, he might be taken already. Just please, don't do anything stupid.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got you.
But telling Trixie about him was a huge mistake. She immediately spilled it to Cass, the ridiculously gorgeous, effortlessly classy girl sitting on her other side in class. Yes, that one that looked like a princess.
Hey, Cass, guess what? Our girl Candy here is crushing on some cute guy on our first day of school, but she hasn't seen him since. Want to help us hunt him down? We need more woman power.
That's adorable. So what's he like? Did you at least get his name?
To my surprise, Cass didn't laugh, roll her eyes, or get up and leave to call her driver or something.
Unfortunately, no. Candy here is a total amateur. Like, she's already planned their wedding, but she forgot step 1, basic introductions. That's why she needs our help.
I'm in.
Ugh, this is so embarrassing. Thankfully, Cass was busy babysitting her little sister over at the grade school campus in between our classes, so she wasn't all up in this drama. Meanwhile, Trixie was out here trying like her life depended on it. Every day, she'd literally drag me around campus, turning every walk into a full-on stakeout. We'd scan buildings, gardens, and parks, peeking around corners like wannabe detectives trying to find a freaking serial killer. Then one day, we finally spotted him. He was tall, standing by the fountain with the same blue hoodie I'd mentioned he'd wore the first day.
That's him. Go say something.
Before I could even think, she suddenly shoved me towards the guy, catching him completely off guard. My heart was racing as he slowly turned around, only to reveal a face that was the exact opposite of what I remembered.
Whoa, back off, baby girl. You're not my type.
The audacity of you to say that with a face like that, you ugly, delusional lobster cracker.
Trixie, calm down. Maybe he's just going through something. Sorry about that. We just mistook you for someone else.
What a lame excuse just to get my attention.
Trixie was ready to go full berserk. But before she could pounce at him, I yanked her away. After we escaped the crime scene, a depressing thought hit me like a truck. What if he's actually from the upper campus? Just thinking he might be someone super rich makes my heart sink. If that's true, then he's way out of my league.
Nah, I think he's from here. I can literally sense it.
Trixie was so determined to find him without even knowing his name or what he looked like. One time, she even collected cute guys and made them line up in front of me. Jesus, Trixie, what are you doing?
Is this him?
No,
Okay, move. How about this cutie?
no, please, stop this. I don't think he's here.
Are you sure?
Yes, jeez, you're embarrassing me.
All right, boys, bounce away.
Later that day, during history class, she was still onto it.
I swear, if I have to keep staring at Mr. Olden's prehistoric dentures, I'm gonna pass out.
Shh, behave. Remember, he could see and hear everything.
Whatever. Why don't you sketch your crush for me? At least I would have a clearer picture of who we're looking for.
She was actually serious about ditching class just to hunt Mr. Nice Guy down. And knowing her, at this point, she'd really do it. Eventually, I found myself giving in. But unfortunately, art isn't my thing. I showed her my sketch, and she suddenly snorted in laughter. Suddenly, a shadow loomed over us. We both looked up to see Mr. Olden glaring down with his infamous squinty-eyed stare, one hand gripping his ancient cane. He looked older than time itself, but somehow built like a tank. He leaned forward, close enough that I could count the wrinkles on his forehead.
So, you two think my class is a comedy show, eh? You know, I've been teaching since the dinosaurs roamed the earth, seen your kind come and go, and none of them made it out unscathed after disrupting my class.
I felt like pooping from the nervousness. The whole class had gone dead silent as he suddenly straightened up with a loud crack of his spine, then effortlessly hoisted the nearest desk into the air with one hand.
Next time, I might just lift you two for a little history lesson on manners.
Sorry, Mr. Olden. Candy here was just showing me ancient drawings for historical purposes.
Oh,
Fully, he eventually calmed down and continued his lesson. Days have passed, and still, I haven't bumped into Mr. Nice Guy again. Maybe he was just some random outsider. Or maybe he was indeed from the upper campus. I started hanging out at the big central library where both campuses mix, hoping for a chance encounter. And just as I pulled out a book from a shelf, my world suddenly stopped when a familiar face suddenly appeared from the other side. It's him, my Mr. Nice Guy. I just stood there, totally frozen, staring at him with my heart pounding like crazy. But as his eyes lifted, I panicked and dropped down, hiding behind a book like it had the power to turn me invisible. After finally calming down, I slowly stood up and peeked around the other side of the shelf, but he was already gone. And it was both relieving and disappointing at the same time. The next morning, as I walked through the school gate, a familiar little flutter filled my chest. I glanced back, and there he was again, just a few steps behind me. Oh my freaking God! My heart practically backflipped out of my chest. I could feel each of his steps getting closer, and soon we ended up side by side. I could barely breathe, trying to act normal, only to end up walking like a limping dog. From the corner of my eye, I could feel just how tall and handsome he was. Every step was pure torture, in the best way possible. I finally managed to breathe normally again when he changed direction and headed into the sophomore building. So, he's a sophomore, huh? Later, I told Trixie all about it. And of course, she was immediately scheming.
Let's go check out the sophomore building. Come on, he could still be around.
We lurked into the lobby, trying to look casual. A few minutes later, Trixie went to the restroom, and I was left yawning next to my all-nighter study session. Coffee was calling my name, and thank heavens, a cute little vending machine was right there waiting for me. Just as I shuffled over, an unexpected thing happened again. There he was, right next to me. Holy goodness, why does he keep popping up out of nowhere? He could at least give a poor innocent girl some warning. With a trembling hand, I reached for the button, but he beat me to it.
You go first.
No, it's fine. You go ahead.
Please, I insist.
My mind was racing. I could ask his name, maybe mention that I still had the candy he'd given me. But my courage totally bailed on me. Come on, Candy, you've got this. I took a deep breath, preparing to say something, anything. But he'd already disappeared down the hall. But what about his coffee? Just in time, Trixie returned, her eyes lighting up.
OMG, guess what? I had the cutest moment with my crush in the hallway.
Is this the same crush you told me about last time? I wish I'd seen it.
I'll point him out to you next time I see him.
Okay. Anyway, while you were off having your rom-com moment, I kinda had a cute encounter with my own crush at the vending machine.
While I was away? How rude. How did I miss that? Did you at least take a picture of him?
No. It's not exactly nice to take photos without permission, you know?
Okay, but what if you, took a selfie and just accidentally got him in the background?
Trixie's idea came in handy later in the cafeteria during lunch, because the moment she got up to grab more food, I saw Mr. Nice Guy pass by again. I quickly lifted my phone, pretending to take a selfie, and managed to catch him in the background. Trixie, look! I finally caught him! Her eyes went wide, excitement all over her face. But then, strangely, her expression shifted.
Oh, good for you.
That was weird. For the next few hours, Trixie seemed distant until finally she excused herself to leave early. I watched her go, wondering what exactly ruined her mood. I spent the rest of the evening obsessing over the picture I took. He's so handsome and cute. I was grinning like an idiot, replaying every fantasy in my head while playing with the candy, and eventually falling asleep with my phone clutched in my hand. His face, the last thing I saw before drifting off to dreamland. The next day, Trixie didn't go to school. She'd mentioned she was sick, but her replies to my messages were short. I kept thinking how weird her replies were, and the realization hit me like a freight train. What if we actually have the same crush? They both were in the sophomore lobby that day. The thought made my stomach twist. Trixie still hadn't come to school for a few more days, and I was really worried now. Cass told me she saw her at MSH Hospital. It turned out she was sick enough to be admitted. I decided to skip our last class to check on her. I hopped on the school bus and told the driver to drop me off at the hospital. After showing my visitation card to the information desk, they gave me Trixie's hospital room number. As I made my way to the door, a nurse came out of the room, and I caught a glimpse of a sight that shattered my world to pieces. Mr. Nice Guy was sitting by her bedside, taking care of her. So, we were indeed sharing the same crush all this time. Hurt and confused, I turned around and ran back to the elevator. Alone inside, I fought the tears from spilling out of my eyes. When the elevator slid open, I hurried out and accidentally bumped into some guy. Sorry, I needed to be anywhere but there. The next day was the weekend, and I spent it sulking, replaying that scene in my head over and over. I ignored Trixie's texts, especially the one asking why I'd left so quickly when I'd come to visit her. I didn't know what to say, or how to explain the pain in my chest that I didn't even fully understand. Monday came, and I went to school early just to clear my head and nurse my broken heart a little bit more before facing Trixie.
Hello, Candy to Earth.
I blinked my eyes and looked up to see her. Trixie! Sorry, I was just daydreaming. How are you feeling?
Oh, better now. I tend to get sick easily. I know it doesn't match with my strong attitude and demoness face. Anyways, Candy, I have something to confess. Please don't be mad, okay?
I already know, Trixie. Your crush, he visited you at the hospital.
Wait, how did you know he visited me?
Look, I get it. If he likes you, I understand. You're prettier and more charming than I'll ever be, so it only makes sense. As I rambled on, her expression shifted. She suddenly grabbed her phone and dialed a number.
Get over here now. I don't care what you're doing.
Not even a few minutes later, the most unexpected person suddenly showed up, looking a bit confused and slightly out of breath.
Hey, why are you crying?
Why does he look so worried about me?
Okay, confession time. This guy's name is Drew, and newsflash, he's my brother.
Huh?
This guy, your crush, Mr. Nice Guy, is my brother, and his name is Drew. Drew, Mr. Nice Guy, your crush, my brother. Is that clear enough for you now?
Wait, what? You never mentioned to me that you have a brother? We've been friends for months.
I've literally told you like 23 times by now, but you were always too busy studying or, obsessing over your crush who just happens to be him too.
I froze, trying to process what she just said.
The reason I didn't say anything earlier was because as your protective and very pretty best friend, I wanted to make sure that he was serious about whoever he was crushing on at school. He mentioned he had a crush but didn't give me details. Then last weekend, I caught him scrolling through your Instagram. He already knew we were best friends but was too shy to tell you.
He knew? All this time? Trixie smirked and gave her brother a little shove toward me.
He just got a little too shy, but trust me, I've been pushing him to confess since he's the guy here.
Wait, so who was your crush that visited you?
That's a story for another time. Right now, you better do this right, bro.
With that, she walked off, leaving me alone with Drew. I fiddled with my fingers, sneaking glances at him, waiting for him to make the first move. Please, say something. Soon enough, he finally cleared his throat.
Sorry about my sister. She can be kinda intense sometimes.
Intense, right. You're right. She's indeed intense. Another stretch of silence fell over us, and I found myself awkwardly staring at the river. After a bit of shuffling, he sat down beside me, but there was a good 2 inches between us, like he was trying not to get too close. I glanced over, catching him looking at me, and he quickly looked away. He took a deep breath, staring down at his hands.
I'm sorry. I don't really know how to do this.
Do what, exactly?
This romance thing.
Me too. This is my first time.
I actually like you. Since the first time I saw you.
You liked me? Like, since the beginning?
Every time I saw you were on campus, I didn't know what to say. I tried to act cool, but I just felt like melting because you're just too cute.
Me? Cute? He then inched closer, and eventually our hands brushed. The little spark that shot through me made me dizzy.
Is it okay if I hold your hand?
I nodded, hardly able to breathe as he gently took my hand in his.
You've got soft hands. And cute nails.
Oh, God help me. I felt like an ice cream cone fresh out of the freezer right now, melting fast and hard. I still have that candy you gave me. I took it from my wallet and showed it to him.
You kept it?
I kinda thought of it as my lucky charm. The way he smiled at me as I said that sent another army of butterflies in my tummy.
Wait, how about...
He was looking at my lips. Is he gonna kiss me? Oh. Huh?
Here, you can have the other half.
Oh! Thank you! Wow, this is so good. So, you like sweet stuff, huh?
Yeah, I like sweets. I know this cafe in town. I mean, I'd like to get to know more about you. Well, would you like to go on a date with me this weekend?
Of course. First step to romance, first date. We both laughed, and suddenly, everything didn't feel so tense anymore. I felt his fingers intertwining mine, and I felt the sweetness, sweeter than the candy melting in my heart.